Good day to all. Today our topic is elasticity and plasticity of metals. When we are getting the metals into engineering applications, we should aware what kind of material is this, which is ductile material or which is brittle material. Likewise, we should aware so that the elasticity and the plasticity of metals is the fundamental. So today we discuss about elasticity and plasticity of metals. Myself, Dr. B. Suresh Kumar, Department of Mechanical Engineering, K. Ramakrishnan College of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Before going into study the elasticity and the plasticity of materials, we should aware what is meant by stress and what is meant by strain. These are all the basic terms that are available with the material science. Okay, here what is stress? Stress is the internal resistance or counter force of a material to the distorting effects of an external force or load. These resistive forces tend to return the atoms to their normal positions. The total resistance developed is equal to the external load. This resistance is always known as stress. And also, stress can be explained or defined with the equations as like F by A. Here, the sigma is stress, the unit is Newton per meter square, and F is applied force on the material, which can be represented with the unit of capital N, and A is the cross sectional area of material that are we apply the stress. Okay, and then strain is the ratio between total elongation to original elongation, which is formula is eta is equal to delta divided by capital L. So what is meant by strain? When a metal is subjected to a load or force, it is distorted or deformed. The intensity of is distortion is known as strain. Every material offered some resistance to the external load due to the return of atoms to its normal positions. So, whenever a stress is applied to a metal, a proportional dimensional change or distortion must take place in material. Such as a proportional dimensional change is called strain and is measured as the total elongation per unit length of a material due to some applied stress. So, these are all the explanations about the stress and the strain that are available with your book. Okay, after that, what is meant by different types of stresses? There are a lot of stresses available with respect to internal or external loads. Okay, the types of stress in engineering applications are residual stresses, structural stresses, pressure stresses, flow stresses, thermal stresses, and fatigue stresses. Here, what is meant by residual stress? Residual stresses are due to the manufacturing process that leave some stresses in a material. For example, if you are consider casting process, the solidification process leaves some internal stress it into the workpiece material. So from the heat treatment only we can relieve that kind of internal stresses for increasing the strength and hardness of the material. So, and also if welding, if you are consider welding, welding leaves residual stresses in the metals welded. So the stresses associated with welding are the example of residual stresses. Then structural stresses. Structural stresses are stresses produced in structural members because of the weights they supported. And then the next type is pressure stress. What is meant by pressure stress? Pressure stresses are stresses induced in vessels containing pressurized materials as like your tank, LPG tank, and oxygen cylinders. Likewise, lot of fluid cylinders are available. In that, there is internal stress is developed due to flow of fluid or internal fluid. Okay. After that, thermal stresses. Thermal stresses exist whenever temperature gradient are present in a material. There is the expansion or contraction of material is available because of applied thermal stress. Okay, then fatigue stress, the final one is fatigue stress. fatigue stresses are due to cyclic application of a stress. The stresses could be due to vibration or thermal cycling. For example, if you are consider the bridge means the bus driver drives the vehicle on that bridge, so that the drivers give cyclic load to that bridge. Okay, so that always the bridge got fatigue stress. Okay, and then types of strain. Different strains are followed by materials. Those are elastic strain or plastic deformation or plastic strain. Here, what is elastic strain? When the material goes back to its original form, that is known as elastic deformation. When the atoms regains its original positions in lattice plane means after applying load, the atoms are getting the original positions in lattice plane means, which is known as elastic strain. But when the material does not get its original shape, or otherwise the atoms are not getting to its original position in lattice plane means, this all comes under plastic deformation. When energy goes into changing the shape of some material and it stays changed, that is said to be a plastic deformation. And then what is elasticity and plasticity? With this example you can understand. If I not apply the any force on the material means there is undeformed, the atoms are in normal positions inside the lattice plane. Okay, if I if I give some forces on this material means the atoms may get some elongations or change their positions from original state. After relieving the load, it regains its previous position means, which is elastic deformation. For in plastic deformation, the atoms or takes some dislocations. So plastic deformation in metals takes place by a process of slip. The slip plane occurs with the plastic deformation. Here, what is slip plane? Yes, the slip plane occurs because of the slip planes are those of greatest atomic packaging, and slip across a slip plane occurs in specific directions, namely the lines of greatest atom density, which happens with the plastic deformation. So some certain crystal planes under the action of a shear stress making a dislocation. These dislocations are not getting its original stage, which is called as plastic deformation. And then what is elasticity? There are a lot of terms that are available with the elasticity. The basic amount of strain is directly proportional to the amount of stress, which is also available, which means Hooke's law. So there are a lot of terms available elasticity. As an engineer we should aware what are all the specific terms available with the elasticity. Then when elasticity, when a crystal is stressed by an internal or external load, the lattice responds by relative movement of the atoms in it a manner that tends to relieve that stress. So the measure of the change in size of the crystal or multicrystal, it may be a crystal or it may be a multicrystalline object caused by the stress, is strain. So when the load is removed from the workpiece material, the crystal or object will return to its original size, provided that all the atoms in the crystal or object get their original neighbors. When this provision is met, the strain is elastic, and the amount of strain is directly proportional to the amount of stress placed on the crystal or object. This proportionality, which proportionality? The elastic stress and the amount of strain is directly proportional, which means the amount of strain is directly proportional to the amount of stress, which means those are directly proportional, which means Hooke's law. Okay, this proportionality is also called as Hooke's law, which is the ratio between amount of strain to the amount of stress placed on the crystal. Okay, the relation between applied stress to relax elastic strain is called the modulus of elasticity. Here the modulus of elasticity also important thing that is available with the elasticity. So modulus of elasticity means applied stress and elastic strain relations. The modulus obtained under unidimensional tension or compression loading may called as Young's modulus, okay, which can be represented with the letter of capital E. Then while torsion or shear loading gives the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus, the Young's modulus and the shear modulus are related with each other. Some related formulas, capital V is equal to E minus 2G by 2G, likewise lot of formulas available. So I can explain with the next video. Okay, so here the next term, Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio also important term in elasticity. So what is Poisson's ratio? Which is the ratio of lateral strain to axial strain in a stressed material, which gives the Poisson's ratio. Okay, and then in plasticity there is compressibility also available because of applied load. Here hydrostatic compression causes materials to contract in volume. So compressibility can be studied through volumetric change. So the ratio of the unit change in volume to the mean normal compressive stress is called the compressibility of the material. The inverse of this compressibility is called the bulk modulus. Then what is meant by bulk modulus? The inverse of compressibility is always known as bulk modulus, which can be represented as capital K. So the compressibility, the meaning is the ratio of the unit change in volume to the mean normal compressive stress, which means compressibility. The inverse of compressibility also known as bulk modulus of the material. So these are all the important terms that we should aware with the elasticity. And then what is plasticity? Plasticity means permanent deformation. What is plasticity? When the elastic limit of the bulk material is exceeded and not all of the atoms in a crystal or object under stress keep their original neighbors due to the slip line. Already I told about what is slip line. A plastic strain increment is added to the elastic strain to make up the total strain on the crystal or object. The same point, at this point, the material is said to have become yielding. So yielding is the important term that is available with the plasticity. So then when the load is removed, the plastic strain remains and the crystal or object has sustained a permanent deformation, producing a permanent set, which is known as plasticity that are available with the material. From this small lecture, you can understand what is meant by elasticity and plasticity behavior that available with the material. From this plasticity and elasticity definition, you can select the material for your project or otherwise for your product in applications, service applications. Thank you.